happy he is. Good morning everyone, happy Victoria Day. It is May long weekend and Victoria Day is a big deal in the town that we live in. There's going to be a parade this morning. There's usually a pancake breakfast at my grandpa's lodge that he volunteers at, the Mason's Hall, but the last couple years they've done breakfast sandwiches instead of pancakes. Regardless, we're gonna get ourselves ready. I just made the kids some chocolate chip waffles. After they eat that, I can get them ready, take a shower, get myself ready, and then we're gonna put the kids in the wagon, meet my dad, and we're gonna start walking up to the Mason's Hall to watch the parade with my sister and my papa. But your girl is in desperate need of caffeine, so let's pour myself a coffee first. And I also have to wake up Skylar May. Good morning! Are you awake? Good morning! Did you have a good sleep? I made you some chocolate chip waffles. We gotta get ready for a parade. On our way. Parade!
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she likes to make people laugh.
Hello everyone, welcome back. It's been about a week since those last clips. We didn't get up to too much after the Mayday parade, and we didn't get up to too much at all last week. It was kind of just a slow, boring week, but I've decided to pick up the vlog camera today because me and Skylar, just to get out of the house, are gonna go and do something fun, go and have some girls time, and we're gonna go on a hunt for some squishies. For whatever reason, squishies are blowing up all over the place right now. They're hard to get your hands on because literally everybody wants squishies. Adults, kids, all of the above. Skylar has loved squishies for quite some time, and if you have been subscribed to our channel for a while, you know that we can never have too many squishies in our house just because she is so high sensory seeking that she pops them and goes through them so quickly. But she has a gift card from Christmas a couple years ago that she still has not used for a bookstore in the mall in our town, which sometimes has squishies. So I think I'm gonna go there. We'll check Canadian Tire and just a couple other stores in our mall and maybe get a sweet treat while we're at it. But because Skylar May is level 3 autistic, if you guys didn't know, if you are new here, sometimes going out in public places can be hard for her, especially when we're kind of hopping from store to store. Usually when we get into the parking lot in a place, like any store really, even if a store that she's been in many of times, like Walmart say, she still is quite reserved. It's easy enough when they have a cart because I can just stick her in the cart and then we go on our way. But it usually doesn't last too long before she becomes overwhelmed, upset, dysregulated. So we're gonna see how this goes. If she gets upset, I won't push her, but I know if and when we do find some squishies, she'll be so excited. And of course, if we get a little sweet treat as well, she'll be that much more excited. So we're just gonna see how this goes, but regardless, I wanted to get out of the house with her while Rowan was napping. So we're having a mommy and me day. There are basically none in here. I wouldn't count this as a squishy, or this one. But these ones are bone dry too. No squishies in sight. Except for this one, actually. Dollar store is also kind of a no-go. She already has one of these. We're not looking for these ones. She has one of these. So, not really any squishies in here, Skylar May, either. Just more of the same kinds that you already have. She did pick out this book in Kohl's though, and she is very eager to get home and start using it. Can you show me what one you want? Yeah, that's gonna be yours. You wanna come grab it? Thank you. There you go. Thank you so much. Do you want to go sit down? Alright, we're in London Drugs now, and there is literally no squishies in here either. There's Tony's, which are cool. Little things, not really what we're looking for though. The only thing that is close to a squishy is this one, which they have 2 of at home. So. All right, we've made it home. Skylar May has been having such a blast with her slime and her coloring book. Shout out to Mom and Dad for getting her that gift card. We finally used it. But Abby from Sesame Street is currently having a vinegar bath because Skylar decided to cover her in slime just for fun. Just for funsies. I knew she was being too quiet in her room, but if your kiddos love slime and love getting it on things and not being careful or cautious with it, life hack that my best friend taught me this, shout out to Tiana,
Vinegar gets slime off of literally everything. Skylar has gotten slime on blankets, carpets, in her hair, the couch, multiple times, numerous times. Like, there was a lot of slime on Abby, and granted, I did salvage most of it and pick most of it off, but there was still a lot stuck to her, so after her bath, she is literally gonna be looking brand new. Skylar decided to put slime all over her, so she had to have a vinegar bath. Just your average day-to-day things. Okay, have a good time. But either way, she is all clean and slime free now. So, thank goodness for vinegar. It is a Sunday today as well, and Skylar has school tomorrow, so I am just about to pack her lunch, and I'm going to show you guys everything I put in her lunch. Maybe give you guys some ideas for your special needs or on the spectrum kiddos. Her lunch pretty much looks the same. We do tend to switch it up a little bit, but always staying within those safe foods. Okay, so first things first, we always get some Welch's fruit snacks in there for her. And these always go in the little middle part. And then I always put a granola bar in here as well. Usually, honestly, she likes the yogurt and strawberry bear paws, but we don't have any of those right now. I need to go grocery shopping, so we'll get a chocolate chip chewy bar. And then I'll always put some type of fruit in there. Sometimes it's berries, sometimes it's apple slices. But we have oranges right now, so I am going to open the orange for her. She really likes the snap peas, but she also likes the veggie straws. So I think I'm gonna go with the veggie straws. And then usually I'll put a sandwich in here for her or salami. And we have some salami right now. Sometimes she doesn't always eat her sandwiches, but she almost always eats her salami. So I'm gonna put some salami in there. And this is what it's looking like. We got her salami, her fruit snacks, her orange slices, her granola bar, her veggie straws, and then usually with this I'll pack either an apple or a banana, a yogurt drink or a juice box, and then her water to go to school with her as well. And that is everything I put in my autistic kiddo's lunch. I love you. Oh, also, you guys, I've been keeping a secret, mostly from Chris. The other day when I was taking the recycling out, there was a little snail, or a sweetie as I call them, looked pretty rough, that was attached to one of our cardboard boxes, so I took it off and put it in my strawberry plant. But then I realized it's just gonna eat all my strawberries, and if I put it in any of my other plants, it's gonna eat those too. I basically ChatGPT'd like bare minimum snail terrarium and made one with things that I just had in my yard in my old fish tank. And I may have adopted this pet snail, and his name might be Wisp, and I might be misting his terrarium twice a day and giving him dandelion leaves and spinach and eggshells and all the things. When we were in the mall today, I was actually looking in Canadian Tire to see if they had like a proper little terrarium. I could not find one. I also looked in Walmart when I was there the other day, and the dollar store. But the fish tank seems to be working, and Wisp is so happy in his little environment. So I'm gonna show you him because I have to take the little plastic top off and mist him. And usually when I mist him, he gets super active and he likes to wake up and roam around. So yeah, I'll introduce you guys to our new little pet that I just adopted from our yard and saved from our trash can. I had this little mister that I was using, but then Skylar actually dropped it and like broke a little piece off the tip of it, so it no longer mists like it should. It's just like a straight kind of shot. So I got this from the dollar store the other day. Not as aesthetically cute as that one, but it mists way better. Rowan! Waking up from a nice little nap. Here we go. Hi, look at him. He's so happy. Fun fact and a little story for you as to why I love them. I don't think I've told it on this channel before, but I tried to adopt one when I was little and put it in a fish tank that had no top. And when I went to go check on it later, obviously when they're not secured in their terrariums, they are notorious escape artists. So I went back to check on my snail later that day and it was gone. And I put on my jacket that was right next to the little terrarium tank that we had. And when I went to go run out and tell my mom what had happened, she laughed and told me to look on the back of my coat, and there was my snail. It was at that point that she told me that they are escape artists and that snails belong outside. But she told me to put some sparkly nail polish on the shell so I would always know when my snail came home. And I'm not even kidding when I say this, but that snail returned with the sparkly nail polish on its shell for a few years after that. At least a couple. I know there was a couple years that it came back for sure, but I have just always had such a love for these little sweeties. And seeing this one all sad and pale and sick looking in my garbage can, I just couldn't leave it there, couldn't leave it alone. I had to save him and rescue him and love him and name him, and now he's my pet. But Chris cannot know because Chris does not like snails. He does not want snails. He would make me get rid of him. He would make me put Wisp back outside. And he's perfectly happy in his little terrarium. It's not really focusing on him because he's just so small, but look at how happy he is. Also, he was munching on one of his leaves the other night and I could literally hear him chomping away. Like, it sounded so cool. I'm gonna put you on your leaves and see if you eat, okay? So I've got some dandelion leaves in here. I've got some bark mulch in here, mossy stones, a spinach leaf, a little shallow container of water, which is just like a little lid from a protein shake or whatever. I've got his little hideout, his little cave that he likes to go into, and then underneath the bark mulch I've got organic soil with no fertilizer in it and some rocks on the bottom. Just some gravel rocks for like ventilation and stuff so that everything doesn't remain like soaking wet. And he gets misted 1 to 2 times a day. I try to do it twice for him because I know he likes it so much. Also, my hammock swing that used to be here tragically broke when I was sitting on it. I knew it was inevitable. I tend to have a past and a history with such things. It's kind of a running joke in my family, but that's besides the point. Skylar has 2 sensory swings. This is one of them. I had the other one out, her little pod one, but then she accidentally kind of tipped out of it because she wasn't sitting in it properly and became just a little bit frustrated with it. So I switched it out for this one, which she loves. But they both loved my hammock swing so much, so I just had to order another one. It's a different type, but very similar. I ordered it last week, so it should be in sometime this week, and I am so excited for it to come just in time for summer. It's gonna look so cute hanging up here, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. Trying to burn the beans out of these 2. Mostly little man, because he is in quite the mood today. But I think I'm gonna make baked potato soup for dinner because I just cannot be asked. So I need to put out some bacon from our deep freeze. All right, it is 5:34. We are making baked potato soup for dinner. So I'm gonna cut up the bacon, put that in the bottom of the pan with some butter, let that get all brown and crispy, throw in an onion, wait for that to get all nice and goldy. And then while I'm waiting for that to cook down, I'll peel and rinse my potatoes, cut those up into cubes, and then toss those in with some chicken stock and some water, some seasonings. Let the potatoes get all nice and soft, and then I use my little special like soup blender tool. I don't really know what it's called, but I'm sure you'll know what I'm talking about if you've used one before or when you see it. And then at that point is when I add in cream or milk. In this case tonight we'll be using milk, and then top it off with some green onion and some bacon bits that I will make sure to pull out before I throw in the potatoes and the broth. It is definitely an overcasty, windy day outside today, so it is the perfect cozy night for soup.